Welcome back. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi is calling on developed countries that are carbon emitters to fast-track climate financing mechanisms before low and middle-income countries experience climate change fatigue. The call by Mudavadi during the inaugural Africa edition of the Berlin Climate and Security Conference in Nairobi. The Prime CS further added that climate change remains a challenge in Kenya, necessitating context-specific solutions based on regional realities and also peculiarities.
Global climate experts gathered in Nairobi on Thursday morning to explore the nexus between climate and security, with a view to finding sustainable solutions to climate change, especially in Africa.
And climate change
It is here the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi challenged carbon emitters who leave Africa to bear the cost of their actions through climate financing.
Fatigue can set in from the various communities if the gestation period between mobilizing resources and getting the resources to the ground is protracted and it takes too long.
We know that finance is not flowing in the way that it needs to make sustainable and resilient development a reality for people on the ground, particularly in Africa. So let's use this stock take that we have at COP28 and use the Africa Climate Summit as a launch pad into creating those successful conditions for a real course change at COP28.
German Secretary of State and Special Climate Envoy Jennifer Morgan noted the German government's collaboration with Kenya in seeking solutions towards renewable energy, even as she emphasized the need for serious conversations on climate resilience and stability.
This obviously needs to come together with mobilizing additional finance, creating new jobs and training opportunities, and expanding renewables production. And I think that realizing the benefits of that transition obviously also here in African countries.
Acknowledging that climate change exacerbates conflicts within fragile communities, delegates termed the conference as timely.
The climate crisis, it's also challenging us to advance new approaches to peace building and security. We need to think these things together and act together.
Competition over declining natural resources often result in intercommunal conflicts, forced migration, displacements, and deaths. We no longer see ourselves just as victims of climate change in need of support. We provide context-specific solutions based on regional realities and peculiarities.
It calls us to focus on the urgency of collective action, not just on the part of the global north, but on the global south as well.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has remained insistent that climate financing is a conversation that needs to be accelerated so that the affected countries and communities can get the much needed reprieve. Yusufar reporting for Prime Edition in Nairobi.